Guys, for today's video, magpapasko na po. Ayan, pero alam ko na hindi naman po tayo ay may regular income or medyo gipit na gipit din tayo. And for sure, dahil sa Pasko po, gagawin natin yung makakaya natin para iraos tong Pasko. Hindi natin maalis to na isa sa gagawin natin kapag wala tayong pera is uutang tayo. Ngayon, kung wala kayong access sa mga utang service like the G-Credit, Maya Credit, Atome, credit card, etc. well, for sure, ang lalapitan nyo po siguro ay ang mga online lending apps. Sa mga online lending apps po, marami po yan, pero ang pag-uusapan natin ngayon ay si OneHand. Ang gusto ko pong pag-usapan natin kay OneHand, kung alam nyo na po ba ang kalakaran ni OneHand after nyong manghiram, kamusta po ang pangongolekta nila? Gaano kadalas ba ang pagre-remind nila sa inyo nang nahaharas ba sila? Well, hindi natin kasi ito nabibigyan ng focus. So, in this video, yan po ang pag-uusapan natin. Kaya samahan nyo ako, pag-usapan natin yan. Sit back and let's discuss. Come here, top. Hi guys, this is Pat and you're in Pat Quintos Review TV. So if you're new to my channel, I do reviews about personal finance na meron akong experience or meron na akong knowledge at ginawa ko na yan ng videos and playlist na makita nyo dito sa taas. At kung bago kayo dito sa channel ko, you may want to consider subscribing to my channel. Okay guys, so yeah, si OneHand, a brief background lang. Si OneHand po ay, masasabi naman natin na legit online lending app. When I say legit, they filed their documentary requirements sa SEC. And kung titingnan po natin si OneHand, makikita po natin siya under WeFund Lending sa SEC website. So yan, that is settled. Now the question is, sumusunod po ba sila sa interest rate na sinet ni BSP, which is the 15% per month or 180% per annum for a 10,000 peso loan and below? Evident naman po itong interest na to, nakikita naman po to na nasa around 15% per month po ang interest rate or around 0.49% per day. Ano ba ang kailangan nating i-expect once na makahiram na tayo kay OneHand? Okay, kay OneHand, meron siyang terms ng pagbabayad. So, meron dyan 1 month, 2 months, up to 4 months. Yun ang available sa akin ha. So, every time na magbabayad kayo, 1 week before your due date, ito na po yung kailangan yung expect. I-expect nyo na sobrang daming reminder, calls, and texts. Itong reminder na to, sometimes they are automated as parang automated machine na tipong tatawag kayo parang may magsasalita na naka-record. Parang ganon, automated siya na i-remind kayo ng amount and the due date. Sometimes naman na tao ang makakausap nyo, tao from collections. Wherein, dahil sa 7 days before the due date and also dahil sa madalas na pagtawag until masettle mo yung due sa'yo, well, ito yung nami-misconstrue ng mga nanghihiram kay OneHand. Iniisip nila na this is a form of harassment. However guys, I'd like to let you know na yung harassment natin ay na-define na yan dun sa Fair Collection Practice. Ito na lang yung mga listahan ng mga unfair debt collection practice. Pero dito, sinasaad din dito na as long as they're not doing this kind of things, and also yung oras ng pagtawag nila is from 6 a.m. until 10 p.m. It is within their legal means to collect. Kaya sana po maliwanagan tayo on how we classify calls as harassment. If syempre kung minura na kayo ng ahente o may death threat na sa inyo or ilalabas daw yung pangalan nyo over the internet, well, yan. Harassment po ang tawag dyan. Pero kunyari, tatawag yung answering machine na paulit-ulit sa inyo. Tapos mamayang gabi, tatawag ulit, magjuju ka na, reminder lang. Yan, it's annoying. However, it's still within their legal rights to collect. Hindi na naman po sinabi dito sa memorandum ni BSP, ni SEC na how many calls per day ang kailangan nyo ma-receive. It's just that meron silang mga bawal gawin na nasabi ko na nga kanina, and also yung time ng pagtawag. Dun sa time ng pagtawag pala may exception dyan. If in case na tumawag sila before dun sa 6 a.m. to 10 p.m., bawal po yun. However, if you gave your permission,
sige, pwede mo naman tawagan hanggang 12 midnight.
If nag-provide kayo ng ganyang instruction, then they can pursue or call you hanggang 12 midnight. Ayan. So, yun po yung exception dyan. Pero yan po yung isa sa i-expect nyo with OneHand. Given that, meron pa rin mga nanghihiram din talaga. Either hindi nila alam na ganito yung collection practice ni OneHand, pero itong mga feedback ng mga customers nila, understandable naman na bothersome talaga yung paulit-ulit na pagtawag nila. Sample na lang. Honestly, this app can be pretty helpful for emergency. The biggest downside is that starting from 1 week, yes, a week before your due date, you get hounded with calls from collections all day and night, as if you are already past due. Not to mention, the collectors sound weird and robotic on the phone. Ayan. So baka nga ito yung mga parang answering machine na call. Parang hindi magandang tawag doon. No? O pre-recorded na mga calls. Just an overall uncomfortable experience. Interest is reasonable if you plan on paying the next month, but past that is just no. 0.49% a day compounded comes up to around 30% for a 3-monther. For God's sake, it's really bothering to receive a lot of calls from this app even though I have no balance at all. So ito naman, hindi naman siya nanghiram, pero mga sales calls ang tumatawag sa kanya ni One Hand. Another kay Marek Yusuf. I always use this app to borrow money even though I don't really need it to build good credit history. Sayang po na nanghihiram kayo kung hindi nyo naman kailangan. Sayang po yung interest, but I guess that's your decision. And to increase the credit limit over time. I've always been ahead of time in payments to ensure good credit standing. But now that I badly need funds due to medical emergency, the app won't let me borrow. So, ito naman po, hindi naman sa collection. However, isa sa, yun nga, sabi ko, yung kailangan yung i-expect after nyo manghiram. Well, there's a chance na hindi na kayo pahiramin. Maraming factors to consider actually kung bakit nawawalan tayo ng credit line. Na-discuss na natin yan on our previous videos. Kaya nga sabi ko dati na isipin lang natin na itong mga online lending apps na to ay one time na hiraman lang natin. Para at least hindi po tayo umaasa sa wala. Di ba? Okay, lastly, ito. The app is easy to use but the excessive calls I've been receiving in times the time sleeping since I work on the graveyard shift is what I find very annoying. Sadly po, ang business hours kasi nila during day shift. So, tatawag po talaga sila. I'm not here to defend One Hand, but hindi lang naman si One Hand ang may ganitong process. Halos every lending business, even banks, are like this. Hindi nga lang katulad ni One Hand na 1 week or 7 days before, ganon. Pero merong mga banks na nagno-notify, experience ko, I shared my experience with Security Bank, diba? Hindi naman ako nalilate, pero matawag sila, ang aga-aga parang overdue na ako sa pagtawag nila. So, yeah, ganun siya. Pero hindi ko pwedeng sabihin na mali sila kasi it's their legal right to collect. Yan, etong Christmas season, syempre mag-e-enjoy tayo, pero wag po natin kalimutan yung mga obligasyon natin after this holiday season na bayaran na. So, be mindful ng mga perang hinihiram nyo, and pagdating ng January, let's pay our dues properly para hindi po tayo magka-problema. Or even now, you plan ahead how to pay your dues this coming January. Okay? Yun lamang po for today's video, for our question of the day. Dahil wala namang naset na number of calls per day, ano ba yung masasabi nating acceptable na number of reminders that we're going to receive until we pay our dues? Yan. Let me know sa comment section sa baba at may chance kayong manalo ng 1,000 pesos sa ating weekly GCash giveaway. Yan lamang po for today's video, but before we end this video, mag-shoutout po muna tayo at shoutout kay at Carl_093. Sabi niya, pa-shoutout naman bro. Takbuhan kita pag may mga tanong ako sa ganito. Salamat. At Carl093, maraming salamat po at na-appreciate nyo po yung mga content na ginagawa ko. And you consider my channel as a good resource for this kind of topics. Maraming salamat. I hope you like this video, leave a thumbs up, and if not, wala nang problema dyan, but continue to support me. Please subscribing to my channel by clicking the subscribe button and also the bell button sa tabi ng subscribe para makareceive kayo ng latest notification sa lahat ng upload ko. Again guys, this is Pat Quinto, and you're in Pat Quinto's Review TV. Bye-bye!